Hello, how are you, grade 2? I hope you're fine. As for our weekly plan, we will take pages 766, 767, and 768. What can you see here in front of you? What is this? Yes, good job. It's a cube. And we know that cube is a three-dimensional shape, right? Like this cube. This is a cube, right? And this is also a cube. Okay, let's see here. You can describe three-dimensional shapes by the number of faces, edges, and vertices. A face is a flat surface. Look here, for example, this is a face. We called it before side. For example, this is a side, this is a side, this is a side, this is a side, like this. This is called a face. And we have something called edge. An edge is where two faces meet. Look here, look at this line here. This line here shows two faces. This is a face and there is another face here that's not shown. We can see it here. For example, here, this face, look, will meet with this face. This line here, this is my edge. A vertex is where three or more faces meet. Look here, look at here, this black line like this. Okay, vertex is where three or more faces meet, like here, like this. Look here, this part, this corner, I can call it vertex. Why? Because I have three faces meet. This is one, this is two, and this is three. So now I have three faces meet. So here, this point, I can call it vertex. Okay, if we have a look here, as you see, this shape is a cube shape and it's a three-dimensional shape. Okay, and after we connected all these dots together, we found that it's a cube shape. This will make it very easy for you to understand the idea of edge and vertex. Okay, we said edge when two faces connect together. So this is a face or a side and this is a face. So both of them here, when they connect, we have a line. This line here is our edge. That's how you have to count, or you have to search for these lines to find your edges. All of these are edges, these lines, okay, because they connect two faces. So here I have like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there are other sides that we cannot see. You will find that there are 12 edges. Okay, here, if you have a look here at the box, look, that's what I mean. That's what I call edge. Okay, because here I have two sides connected. Here, this is edge 1, okay, 2, as you see, like this, 3, okay, 4, 5, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, all these lines, this line that you see. Okay, concerning the vertex, this corner, when three faces, this is a face, this is the face, this is the face, when three faces meet together, you will find your vertex. This is one vertex, okay, this is the second vertex, like this. Okay, here, like this, you will find that there are 8 from here, vertex, okay, vertex, like this, vertex, these corners, they are 8. So any cube, any rectangular prism, you will find that it has 12 edges and 8, okay, vertices, like this. Okay, these dots, my vertex, these dots, because this is a corner where three faces meet, like this. This is a face and there is a face here not shown, and the face which is down not shown. That's why here, this one, 1, 2, 3, this one, 1, 2, and the other face down is the third face. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Use three-dimensional shapes. Count the faces, edges, and vertices. Let's see. Number one, cube. How many faces? How many faces? Let's see. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5 and 6. So how many faces? 6. How many edges? We said here, edge is where two faces meet. This line here. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12. All of these I can call them edges. Vertices is we said when 3 or more faces meet. 3 or more faces meet for vertex. So here we have, can you see this line here? Can you see this? Here. Okay. So how many? If we count, you will find here we have 1, and here we have 2. We have here 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 8 vertices. Okay. As for the rectangular prism, you will find rectangular prism the same numbers of faces, edges, and vertices because it's the same way of faces. Yes, this is a cube, but the rectangular prism will have the same number like the cube because it has the same number of faces. As for the pyramid here, how many faces? Actually, some pyramids have 4 faces, some have 5. It's according to here, the picture in front of you. If we count here, you have here 1, you have 2, and there are other 2 sides that we cannot see, 3, 4, and from down 1 more side, so there are 5 sides. Okay. Concerning edges, okay, this line here, 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, and there are other 3 that we cannot see from the other side, so we have here 8 edges. Concerning here for our vertices, the corners that we can see, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is another one which is the 5th from the other side. We cannot see it, so they are 5. As for the sphere, we know the sphere is very easy. Everything for the sphere is 0. No faces, no edges, and no vertices. Everything is 0. Okay. As for page 766, we need to circle the shape that matches the description. Which shape here has 0 face, 0 edges, 0 vertices? We have here the sphere for sure. Here number 6, which shape has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices? These numbers, okay, can be for both shapes, the rectangular prism and the cube. We agreed that both of them have the same number of faces, edges, and vertices. Number 7, which shape has 5 faces, 8 edges, and 5 vertices? Which one here? The one that we have just mentioned here in number 3, which will be the pyramid. Sure. Number 6 here, we need to know which shape has 6 equal faces. Look at the word. Equal faces, not normal faces. No, equal. The faces has to be equal. Okay. 12 edges and 8 vertices. In this case, we will circle only cube because here he said equal faces. We said in the cube, okay, all every side here, every line in each side has the same length, but in the rectangular prism for sure it's different. Okay, here we need also to circle the object that matches the description. Here in number 9, which shape has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices? For sure the cube. Number 10, 0 for everything, for sure will be the sphere. And as for number 11, which shape here has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices? Which one here? Yeah, sure this, because it has the shape of rectangular prism. But here if I have the word equal faces, so I mean cube. Number 12 here, I want to find a shape that has 5 faces, 8 edges and 5 vertices. Which one? Yes, sure, pyramid. Okay. As for page 768, here we have Mindy drew the 3 shapes below. Circle the shape that has 6 faces and 12 edges. For sure, it's very easy. We mentioned lots of time. Yes, the rectangular prism. Here we have Ryan has a poster. The poster shows all of the shapes that have less than 3 faces. So circle the shape that is not on the poster. So we need to circle the shape that is not on the poster. Which shape not on the poster? It will be shape that has more than 3 faces, because all the shapes in the poster, they have less than 3 faces. So which one here has more than 3 faces? Yes, for sure, cube. As for the sphere, no faces. The cone, it has only circle down 1 face, and the cylinder, it has 2. Okay, let's have a look here. Which shape doesn't belong? Circle it, explain why it doesn't belong. Which shape here doesn't belong? Which one you think it's different? Yes, it will be cube. And if we need to explain our answer, because all the other shapes here, okay, they have curved faces, curved like this. Here the face that we have in the cone is curved. Here, as for the sphere, curve, and the cylinder, it has 2 faces, also they are curved like a circle. But the cube, no, it has squares sides. Okay, that was for page 768. Thank you. As for our weekly plan, we will take today pages 772, 773 and 774. What you see in front of you now, as you see, yes, they are 3-dimensional shapes. Okay, as we mentioned before, that the 3-dimensional shapes, they have sides. For example, this pyramid, it has 1, 2, 3 and 4 sides. Here, this cylinder shape, it has here, this is a face, and from down face, so it has 2 curved faces. As for this box here, also it has faces. You have here 1 and down 2, 3 and here 4, here 5, and we have 6. We have here 6 faces. Okay, so we mentioned before that all the 3-dimensional shapes have sides. The new today is that the faces of 3-dimensional shapes are 2-dimensional shapes. So actually the 3-dimensional shapes, okay, they are consisted of the 2-dimensional shapes. For example, the cube here, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 2-dimensional shapes normally. So the normal shapes that we can draw, okay, they can form for us the 3-dimensional shapes. Look here, circle the faces that make the shape. The lesson is very easy, because if you have a look at this 3-dimensional shape, which is rectangular prism, you will know that, okay, it's formed from what? From rectangle and square. We have rectangle shapes and square shapes to make a rectangular prism. As for the cylinder, okay, it's made from here, rectangle and circle. Circle here 1 and 2, and the rectangle 2. Put it around like this to have a cylinder shape like this. Okay. The pyramid, for example, this shape, how many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the base is square. Okay. Here, let's have a look. Circle the faces that make the shape. Concerning the square, we know that the square has equal faces, okay, which is a square, nothing else. For the pyramid, we have triangle and square. Here we need to circle the shape made by the faces, okay. If I have rectangles and the squares together, I will have for sure rectangular prism. As for this, if I have all of them squares, so I will have, yes, good job, cube. Here he's asking you which of these shapes doesn't have a square as one of its faces. Sure, the cylinder. Here the cube, all of it squares. The rectangular prism, I have 2 squares. In the pyramid, I have the base square. So the cylinder is the only shape that doesn't have a square as one of its sides. For page 774, here we have number 9. I have 6 equal faces, equal, remember, equal faces, and I have 8 vertices. So what shape am I? For sure it will be our, yes, cube. 10, I have no faces, no vertices. What shape am I? Let's remember which shape has 0 and everything. What is it? Yes, it's our sphere. Okay. Here, 11, we have Allison wants to trace a circle. Which objects could she use? Circle the objects. Which objects here, okay, have a circle? This one, yes, no. All the sides here, rectangles and squares. The same here is here rectangular prism. So which shapes has circle? Yes, these two. This looks like a cylinder, and here also this object has circle. Here he wants you to describe the faces that make a pyramid. I want to tell you something. The pyramid, it's not the same. For example, here the pyramid that I have, look, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and all of these sides, okay, of the pyramid, they have a shape of triangle, as you see, even the base, okay, even the base. But we have other pyramids, okay, that can have 4 sides, okay, or 5 sides, and the base can be square, okay. So the pyramid can be made of 3. The pyramid can be made of 3 or 4 triangular faces and 1 square, or triangular faces as a base. Okay, that's for the pyramid. That was for page 774. Thank you.